Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
New Year?
Yeah.
What are we
Happy
doing?
New Year to you.
Everybody sleep okay? Anybody party last night?
No.
Is it New Year's Day?
Oh,
It's
sorry.
not New Year's Day.
Oh, sorry.
Are you missing something? Are you?
Sorry. I'm
happened?
not. I don't know my calendar.
Stop saying sorry. What is happening?
Is that your New Year's resolution, is to say sorry for all the things you've done wrong in 2025?
No.
How long would the list be of things you have to apologize
Hey,
for?
do you guys
for
mind if I just
2025?
interrupt real quick and
Yeah,
say
sorry.
welcome to a brand new Smart List?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Smart. Less. Smart. Less. Smart. Less.
Hi, guys. Are we rolling?
Hey, yeah. Willie, you look really handsome. You got someone just off
Oh, look at
camera.
that.
Who's the surprise? Listener, we've got a special guest. The director and co-star of the great film Is This Thing On?
Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe I'm getting a
Bradley
little peek
Cooper.
behind the curtain here. Wow.
Oh, man.
This is
It's so
amazing.
cool to have you. Hi, Bradley.
Well, it's so fascinating.
Wait, but I feel like you've done a double, or am I thinking of you and Downey?
No, because he came.
Will?
No, he came to
No,
the
he had
live,
the live
show.
show.
I did your 100th episode,
What? But live. I
And
remember
then- and
you
then I
on
came-
stage.
and then I came to the live.
But you've done
But
this.
I don't remember seeing it, seeing Sean in his habitat and you, and it's cool.
And you
for the listener.
Sean Chewing.
I have a-
There he is.
Sean's got a hat on, glasses. Jason looks like the guy from the Maxell commercial.
He does.
The wine.
I still have
He
my
does.
PJs on.
You know what? This is fun because we've never done this in intro with a surprise guest. So, Bradley, why don't you guess what Sean is eating? Don't tell him yet, Sean.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
I'm going to show you, or
Was there? Yeah, give me a little hint.
I just do like this.
Oh, is that some sort of pie? Is that a glaze on top, a vanilla glaze?
It's a
Probably. Hey, it's 9:31.
Yeah.
It's got to be a glaze.
All bets are off.
no. It's a cinnamon sugar
Every
English
day
muffin.
is
Beautiful.
fourth grade graduation.
Oh, did you make that? So butter cinnamon on an English muffin you just toasted.
Yes, I'm so. There's
And by
butter
the
on
way,
it.
and for the listener, great. You covered all of the surface of the muffin. Look at that.
course.
Yeah.
Look at that, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Bradley,
No.
how are you?
Yeah, what are you doing over there? Did you guys have a sleepover last night?
We did. Yeah, we're living together now.
We're back to living
We're
together.
back to living. We've gone 180, 360.
360.
Yeah, thanks. We just came from press, so I was just like gonna run to say hello.
We were just doing a bunch of press for the movie every day. And
I love that.
We just did this GQ game. We just did this, what was it, GQ?
We just did this. You have to guess
you have
how
to
well
guess
you know
how
each
well
other.
you know each other.
Yeah, how'd
Because
you do?
listener, they both do look literally like they just came from a GQ shoot. They look gorgeous, these two.
Thank you.
You do. You both.
But we did, Bradley won because I gave him extra points. I was
You did.
really magnanimous.
What was the
I
contest?
was generous too.
You were generous too. No, the answers were but it's
what
a
was
lot
the
of
contest?
Like, what's my middle name?
The contest, it's like. By the way, do you know his sisters' names?
Yeah. Wait,
Yes.
Tanis
Oh,
and
good.
Chardonnay.
No, Tanis is right. That's good.
Chambly.
Shanley.
Wow.
That's it.
Stanley. Yeah.
That's good,
That's
JB.
good.
And
Wow.
your middle name, Will, is William Gordon Arnett.
Almost.
Boy.
Gary.
Sean, do you know my middle name?
Go with it. Go with
of
the vowel.
course, I know your middle name is Emerson.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, is that right? Bradley,
Emerson, yeah.
yours, what's the first letter of yours, Bradley?
C.
Channing.
No.
Curtis.
Nope.
No.
Chad.
Close.
Come on, Sean.
No, it's Charles.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn. Wait, are you Googling, Sean?
No, I know this.
God, I wish it was Chad. I'd call
They were-
you
they were
Chaz
like,
every day.
what's-
if it was
they,
Chad.
they were like, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite? They
I
said,
know
what is what-
yours is with Nail and I, and
Mine's with Nail
Bradley,
and I.
yours is Ghost.
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 That's right. Yeah. Yeah, the director's cut.
Yeah.
I've
Wait,
never
Bradley,
seen
what's
Ghost.
your favorite
I want
movie?
to see it.
You know, he knew that I couldn't answer it. Like I
knew.
don't really have one.
He doesn't have
It's like,
one. He
yeah.
loves them all.
Well, you
He's a-
have what's a couple of them?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. What are they?
like an Elephant Man, Apocalypse Now, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop, Three Stooges, and they said, "What is one thing?" Here's what they said. What's one thing about Bradley that people don't know?
Yeah.
And I said, well, there's a lot. And then I was gonna say, because we keep reading, everybody thinks that Bradley's had plastic surgery.
Right.
Everybody keeps saying that. I'm like, what people don't know is that he hasn't.
That he hasn't.
Yeah, of course he hasn't.
No, I get like some people came up to me the last couple weeks and they're like, "Oh, you look good."
Yeah, yeah. But it's a crazy. It did make me think, and then I was like, oh, well, I didn't want to get. But then I'm like, I should have. It made me mad because I'm like, people say that all the time, and I'm like, it's such a hilarious thing.
Yeah,
Everybody thinks that they know. You know, you read bullshit stuff, and
I've been cut to ribbons. And
Have you?
but look how it's worth it. Look at this. Huh?
Yeah.
What look is that? What did you get?
This is I was asleep 45 minutes ago. And we've got a young aspiring guest, you know, that I didn't need to do a lot of research for because this person hasn't done a bunch. So I'm just kind of ready, you know.
Wow. I mean, your guest must feel great about that.
Yeah, Bradley, we actually might need a little bit of help. Give us 5 more minutes here and help us with this. It's a very exciting comedic voice coming out of the UK. He's received some great momentum from his last couple of stand-up specials. Got a new one on Netflix now. He's a fan of the UFC, David Bowie, animals of all kinds. Let's get him, guys. Give a warm welcome to England's brightest new star. I want to get this pronunciation right. Is Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais. Is that right? Do I have it right, sir?
Look who's back. It's like reunion night. Ricky's back. Bradley's
Everybody's
back.
doubling up.
It's
Good
just so
morning,
nice.
Ricky.
Hi.
Hiya.
Hi, good morning.
Hi,
Does
Ricky.
that sound good?
Christ,
Sound all
look
right?
at the row of BAFTAs
Wow, that's
behind
so
him.
cool.
Good.
I know.
Are those real?
No, it's a green screen.
Ricky, can you do the podcast and just make sure your camera's covering all the awards before you hop on?
If we widen out, we'll see more.
Ricky, we've never met, but wow,
Hi.
what a great thing to see you.
Nice to meet you, man.
You two
Yeah.
have not met?
No.
Wow.
I don't know anyone.
I love.
I think I met Jason and Will, my first even brush with Hollywood about 20 years ago, and I just kept them as friends and didn't add anything to that. Didn't need to.
Yeah, I love all your shows, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
I
Cheers.
loved extras. Oh my god.
What isn't good that Ricky's done?
All right, guys. Just
All
take
right.
care.
Bradley's got to
Love
go.
you,
you,
Bradley.
Bradley.
Bye, buddy.
Bye, dude.
You know, Ricky, I was on a plane, an overseas plane, so I had a lot of time on my hands, and I went into their little entertainment offerings there on the plane, and I climbed into Office Christmas, the Christmas special.
Oh,
Fuck. I ate that up so deeply, making a real idiot of myself and the folks next to me. I know you don't want to talk about The Office anymore, and I'm not asking any questions about it. There's no question here. It's just you're just it. I just love what you do. I could eat it all day. So thank
that's
you.
lovely. Thank you very much. Oh, that's just so I've got to be nice to you.
Yeah, that's my strategy.
Yeah.
but Ricky, didn't it look like Jason was reading that off a script? Did it?
No, I know he can't read. He was a child star. He didn't need an education. He didn't need anything to fall back on.
Nothing.
So, and he's kept his looks because sometimes child stars they start looking weird.
Well,
don't
just
they?
give it a couple more years.
They sort of turn into like a weird little monkey. But he's still nearly handsome.
Yeah.
I'll take my hair off and you say it's still the same.
I watched the film with you in actually. Carry On. I loved it. I thought you were great.
Oh,
you
thank
did.
you. It's-
You did sort of menacing really well because obviously I find you funny, and you could have made a joke at any point, but it was really good. It was quite chilling. So,
Any drama is always one line of dialogue at the end of every scene from becoming a comedy. You're not
I know.
It
I
just
know.
put-
Well, I sort of turned down a lot of not big dramas, but things. I thought well, they just laugh. I turned down. They wanted me to play Winston Churchill, and I was going. They just laugh. They're not going to. they're not going to be lost.
I'd give anything. I would have given anything.
It would have been terrible. I'd have hated every minute of it as well, because I'd have had to have every day the bald wig. Actually, if I leave it a couple of years, I won't need that. But it would have been 3 hours in makeup and puffing a cigar and never.
Wait, but what was that? Was it Intolerable? Or no? What was a Quentin Tarantino film where Mike Myers played a German soldier? Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards, yeah.
Right.
Right.
And I started to smile when I saw him, and then realized, oh wait, I shouldn't be. But it's fine. You get right past it, and your acting talent, like, you never tell jokes. Your acting talent is just incredible, and so you could seamlessly and effortlessly.
I agree.
Play somebody dramatic. I mean, it'd be
Right,
fantastic.
you got to stop this now, because I don't know whether this is a wind up or not. I'm just
And
waiting
look
for
how
the big
handsome you look
punchline.
today.
I was all the time you were saying that, I was looking at Will. Right? I was thinking,
Yeah.
what's Will going to say
Yes,
now?
he
I just
Lord.
love the work. I just love the work you've done for animals and with your time and what you've done, and really how you've inspired millions
This
of
is
people.
this is the worst case scenario ever. Oh God.
And just how thoughtful you are. And I think for me,
I agree.
that just really, I don't know, Scott. I'm
Don't
choking
start-
up. You
yeah,
can hear
don't.
me.
Will,
You can-
Yeah,
It's a
you're
comedy
welling up. I can
podcast.
tell.
People say that my crying sounds like laughing, but
Yeah, I know you're not a great actor, but I could tell what you were trying to do.
Sean, do you have any praise for Ricky?
I do. I sent him an email after I saw Afterlife, and I thought it was great. I was late to the party watching
No
it.
notes.
No notes.
No notes at all.
No. I thought it was one of the best shows I've ever seen. I mean, is it locked?
How is this
Is
the
it locked?
biggest entertainment podcast in
I
the
have
world?
zero idea. I'm in pajamas.
Yeah, we haven't
It's
covered
like-
anything yet.
I mean,
I was thinking about that on the walk out to plug my computer in. And all I'm thinking about, I'm about
Yeah.
to chat with my two best friends and Ricky Gervais. Like that's all,
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about this going out to X number of people. And I think that's a really great
I
thing.
totally
I hope we
agree.
never lose that.
In fact, we did Will and I and Ted and Mitch did a few of these in lockdown, and it was lovely because that's when you really remembered you had friends when you couldn't see them. That's
Right. That's how this whole thing
Yeah.
started.
yeah. Oh, is that when you start? Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I
just
think I
like
did
stay
this
in
in
touch.
lockdown, didn't I?
you did.
did.
Yeah.
You're one of
The
our
end
first.
of 2020, you were one of our first. You were in our first batch, and
Gosh, that doesn't seem that long ago. But
I
it was
know
5
and-
years
and
ago.
It was 5 years ago. And I saw
Well, I did
Rick-
that. I thought, listen, let's help these guys.
Yeah.
And then
Sure.
5 years later, right, they need my help again.
Yeah.
Let's give a little leg up, a little
yeah.
injection.
Yeah.
A little,
Yeah, of course.
a little vitamin R injection. Boom.
Listen, man,
and they're back.
we're happy. We're happy that you're on here helping us out, and your backdrop with your dusty old awards from 20 years ago. You know what I mean? It's just for us.
How
yeah.
dare you?
Yeah, look at them. Most,
I feel like
most of them have rusted out.
I used to see you a bit more.
It's like going to a museum. It's amazing. You know, this is so educational.
Have you not been coming out here lately? I used to see you a lot more. You used to like
I
have
know.
dinners
Well,
with
I
Will
used to.
and
Well, the truth is, I've still got a place there in New York, and yeah, for the last
Does it
20
have
years, I
awards
used to
in
come
it?
out like. I used to come out like 6, 7, 8 times a year. Whenever I had something out, the second series, I'd come out. I'd do the chat show sort of thing in New York, fly to LA, do that. But I think not just because of COVID, but since COVID, sort of things have changed. Really, it's
Yeah, you
like
can do everything from home.
Netflix. Well, yeah, and Netflix, they've got like 300 million subscribers. They send an email. I don't have to.
Right.
I don't have to go on
Yeah.
a chat show and play table tennis in a snorkel. You know what I mean?
But you're
It's
also
like-
doing, but Ricky, you're you're also doing stand up so much more now than you were 15 years ago,
That's absolutely right. Yeah.
right? So it's kind of changed the way that you interact with your fans a little bit.
Well, I think I started off, writing and directing and being in stuff, and I'd fit in a little stand-up tour when I could between writing and and then I think Humanity was the first one. I hadn't done it for like 7 years, and after Humanity, I thought, oh no, this is my job. I'm a stand-up now. who I do the odd TV show and film when I have time. And I just flipped it. And I think in the last 8 years, I've done 4 tours and 4 specials. And it felt like I'm fitting other stuff in. And I want that to continue. Well, to a certain degree, it does get harder.
You don't mind the travel, all that touring. There's a lot more travel with that than doing the acting stuff, right?
Yeah, but I honestly, I do the most luxurious tour possible. It's like I do 2 or 3 nights away at the most, and 4 nights at home. I hop private to all around Europe. I do 3 trips to North America and get it all done. Then with the biggest venues I can play. And
now, did Jane go with you? No.
Yes,
she does.
Yes, all the good places. She comes to America, Canada, all the lovely places in Europe. She doesn't come to some of the seaside towns of England out of season. Again, I make it a little weekend break. So I'll play Prague Arena, and we'll go the night before. We'll have dinner. We'll walk around all day, and then I'll pop to the arena and do a gig, and then we fly home. So it's like 46 hours of holiday and 2 hours of work. So it couldn't be better. But still, the last few years, if I do 2 or 3 gigs in a row, I wake up, I think, was I run over last night? I'm absolutely exhausted. It's age. It's like, I think I don't know what it'd be like for people to see me at 70. I'm already sort of grumpy and I shuffle around. Sorry, like
you're not yet 70?
I remember the first time I met you, right? It was in the makeup trailer on The Invention of Lying.
Invention of Lying.
And I said something like, so you're 40, and you went, I think you were 37 or something. You went, you think I'm 40? You were like that. You couldn't believe that someone thought you were 2 years older than you. And then someone else came and said, he thinks I'm 40.
Why do I sound like Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yeah.
You bastard.
It was like that. It was like... And then I think you mentioned it again. I'm 38.
Now, you don't. So yeah, I get it. Like, there's no way you miss being on a set for 12 hours a day.
Yeah, come on.
I do, because
you do.
No, honestly, the thought I will do it again, but the thought of doing it again, like 8 weeks up at the crack of dawn, 8 weeks. So at the moment, I'm just finished a tour, but I'm starting again straight away in January. I'm doing warm-ups for the next tour, which will be 2 years. I'm just finishing the first season of an animation I've been working on for 2 years. But I've been doing that with having a nap every day as well. So I do all my work. I work 10 till 12, have lunch, come home. I get 40 minutes nap. And then So you can't do that on set. That's out of the question.
You can do it.
I'm a big napper, and funnily enough, because Winston Churchill famously took a nap every day, even during the war. He'd get full pajamas between the sheets. So we call it, Mark Chappell, whom you all know, Chappie. We call it taking a Churchill.
That's
so
good.
I, as often as I can, take a
I
Churchill.
took a Churchill this morning.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's just
it's the best.
It gives you. I look forward to it because I wake up tired. I wake up at 7, think, I'll have a nap in 5 hours. Do you know what I mean? It just gets me through that first 5 hours.
Same way.
Are you a good sleeper, Ricky? Like, do you go to bed early, wake up early? Do you get
pretty good.
8 hours, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I do. I probably do. I think I've had a bad night if I don't get 8.5 hours, I'd say.
Oh, good. Good for you.
Yeah, and you have to get up. Like, I know that feeling, like it's 7 o'clock in the morning, like I should get up because that's what people do.
Yeah.
But if I had the choice, I would just stay here. But I should get up.
Well, that's always been the case. In fact, I've got earlier as I've got older. Again, I think it was in COVID. I used to get up at 9:30 and think, I've got to do it. And now I can't not get up at like 7:30. But I feel like I want to. I could easily, if I didn't wake up, I'd just keep going. Yeah, it'd be lovely. But as soon as I look at the clock and go, right, that's it. You've had to.
I'm 6 a.m. every day. I can't help it. And I was just in London again for a couple of days, and I it's dark right now until about 8:30 in the morning. So, now I've got like 2.5 hours of dark after I've woken up, and I'm like, fuck, it really fucked me up.
Yeah, the tears.
Yeah, I bet I seem to. I don't usually beat the sunrise. That's pretty rare. But
Ricky, I will say this about you talking about going to the cities, and I know that about you. I love that you go and you really like that you and Jane go for a meal and you walk around. And last summer, I think we might have texted about this. You went to Toronto and did a gig in Toronto.
one of my favorite. It's my favorite place.
And you talked about how it was your favorite, and you love going to the island, Toronto Island.
Oh, I love it.
Every person I know in my family, because Canadians are so proud in the nicest way, they're like, my dad's like, hey, your buddy Ricky came in, they went, and he loves the Toronto Island, eh? Like, they love it.
Is that the name of a comedy spot, or is that literally
no,
an island?
It's a park. It's like a park. It's a beautiful island in the harbor.
It's like an island where residents live, and it's so lovely, and you just get the little boat over for like
the ferry
$10 or whatever it is. I stay in Yorkville. I just love walking around Yorkville. I hopped to Montreal, and I love Vancouver as well. I love Vancouver. I've only been to a few, but I've been to, I think, Vancouver, Banff, Toronto, and Montreal, and that is my Canadian experience. And my dad was from
Kitchener, right?
It was sort of near London, Ontario, sort of near Chatham. It was called something like Pont something.
And he was a World War II vet, yeah?
He was. He volunteered, right? So he joined the Canadian Army to volunteer, and he got stationed to Europe. And I think he spent most of his time in Britain. He drove. I didn't talk about it much to him, but he drove tanks. He delivered tanks to the front.
Jesus.
He was
and that's
he
where he met
mum.
your mom when he was over there?
Yeah, he met my mum, got her pregnant.
That's what happens.
And just stayed.
And just stayed. And I think my oldest brother was born 44. He's Larry. He died recently. Then my sister 47, and my next brother 1950. So I was 11 years after all that. I don't know what happened there.
And your mom admitted it was a mistake.
Yeah. When I was about 13, I said to her, I said, why am I so much younger than my brothers and sisters? And she just went, you were a mistake. And I laughed. and that taught me that honesty is funny. Honesty has always been the funniest thing for me. Just the people who just say the first thing that comes out and they mean it.
Yeah.
That always makes me laugh.
Yeah.
That's why anger's funny, because you can't help it. It's a visceral reaction. Oh, if someone does that, I want to laugh. It could be anything. If someone bumps their head and they go, "Ow, fucking hell," like that, I want to go, that's the funniest thing I've seen today. But I've got to make sure they haven't got concussion, they're not bleeding.
Right.
But then I ask people their permission. If someone falls over, I go, can I laugh now?
And we will be right back.
And now back to the show.
Now, what I love is that you're always so beautifully unapologetic about leading your audience with, like, this is okay to laugh at. But, obviously we've gone through a section of years where people were a little bit uncomfortable about laughing at some of the things that were freaking hilarious. Do you get the sense that the audience that you're in front of now, that that whole thing is starting to soften? And
It is. It is. And it's cyclic. It's not the first time it's happened. I've experienced it 3 or 4 times in my career, let alone my lifetime. But these things, they come and go. They're like fashion, really, and it's generational, and they kick out the past, and they want to be, quite rightly, more progressive than the last one. And sometimes they get it right, sometimes they get it wrong. Sometimes things were okay. Sometimes this is the best we've ever been. We don't need to change stuff, but they have to have a go, and I think we have to go through it. And I think that you sort of ride the waves, and comedy seems to be on the front line. Because
of course
people would rather someone say something awful and mean it than say something awful and be joking. Sometimes they're angry that you would joke about a terrible thing. Yeah. Sometimes people are angrier at someone joking about the terrible thing than the terrible thing, because they know they can't do anything about that.
Right.
But they can't tell someone off for laughing at someone terrible.
Is Jane still your most trusted sort of barometer of that, which is funny or not? Like, do you trust her laugh the best?
Yeah, well, I do run things past her because I'm excited. I think we're just a vessel for ideas.
Yeah.
I don't sit down and go, I've got to have a great idea. That's because it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You live your life, and then something comes in your head, and you go, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And I usually have, I'm going jogging and I come up with an idea. Oh, that's a good joke. And I run home and I tell Jane, I go, look, I've got an idea. I tell her, she says, please don't say that in public. And I know that's something I can work on that. It's got something.
Well, but and I mean,
true.
I know you're joking, but you're also being serious. Is it because you trust your ability to match performance to content that it would make it somewhat palatable and like, yes, I get it's offensive, but I know I can deliver it in a way
Yeah, there's lots of things. One, I like the challenge.
Yeah.
There's no. I can point out funny things, but there's. They're like found objects. Where's the added value? What have I done to it? So the harder dive, the thing that tantalizes me more is, can I make a terrible thing funny? How do I do that? How do I make them, and I deal with taboo subjects on purpose because I sort of want to take the audience to a place that hasn't been before. So you're already, as soon as I approach a subject, I can feel what's he going to say about that?
Yeah.
It's
Right.
the elephant in the room. Sometimes pointing out the elephant in the room is funny enough.
Right.
It's like just even.
And you're probably touching on a lot of things that people want to say themselves or thought
I think
themselves.
that's exactly it.
Yeah.
I think it's exactly it. And when you see an impressionist and they do an impression of a person, and then you can do the impression of that person.
Of the impression. Yeah, totally.
It's like I've reduced it for them to go, well, this is the meme. This is that terrible thing you don't know how to approach.
Right, you
Look,
frame
this
it
is
for
a good
them.
way to do it. And it's a discussion.
Is the thing that excites you about it, Ricky? Because I think that I see it a lot in your comedy, and it's something that kind of excites me too. I'm not a stand-up, but that you, this idea, I can relate to the sort of the idea that getting into subject matter that is taboo or dangerous or that people don't want to talk about and figure out a way to sort of shed a light on it, make a joke about it, and do it in a way that you can kind of work around really hard parameters. That's exciting. I feel like that's where I feel like a schoolboy, where like I'm getting away with
Yes.
saying the thing that the teacher that I'm not allowed to say. So how do I get to it that's okay and still get my point? You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. Obviously, you want everyone to laugh, right? But,
Yeah.
You can't second guess. You can't try and make anything so anodyne that everyone likes it, because that won't happen either. Most people go, "This is horrible. This is anodyne." So you've got to polarize by mistake. If you're doing anything that's slightly interesting, slightly contentious, as many people are going to hate it as like it, because everyone's different.
Yeah.
So you just do what you think is right and funny. And I do want to. I do want everyone to like it, but if they don't, there's nothing I can do about it. Some people say, like journalists, they say things like, "Is there anything you won't joke about?" And I want to go, "Is there anything you won't write about?" It depends on what you say. It's it's mad, and most offence I've noticed comes from people mistaking the subject of a joke with the actual target. They see a joke about a contentious topic and think, well, that's got to be. That that can only be bad, and it's just not true, because we discuss bad things all the time and we come down on the right side. So I'm just doing it and hoping there's a punchline as well. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Right.
Talk a little bit about the difference. So you do many things incredibly well, but one of the things I really marvel at is that your stand-up persona, and I don't mean to say that it's contrived. So persona is probably the wrong word, but
It is, though. It is to a certain degree.
But there's a swagger that you have on stage when it's Ricky
That you
Gervais
couldn't
up there.
possibly have in real life.
But
Knowing
there's
you.
No, exactly.
But it's
But that
part
is
of the
true.
joy that I love, that there's just no fucks given or no apologies, not in an asshole way, but I just love going on that ride. Yet when you're playing some of your most iconic characters, Andy Millman or David Brent, like there's a level of vulnerability and insecurity and brokenness to them that is so heartwarming and earning and lovely. Like, how are you able to find the bullseye of humor in both of those polarizing kind of strategies? One's with
Well, I
swagger,
think
one's with
as long as it's a realistic portrayal, it doesn't matter what it is, and because people are complex, so even my villains, I sort of give them a bit of redemption or a bit of backstory, or why are they like that? And I think you find that with everyone who's sort of like a little bit nasty or arrogant, it's because something bad happened to them probably, or they've never had a hug. There's usually a reason to it. And we're all like that. And we all go around thinking, we all live in our head, because we walk around thinking, everyone is thinking I'm a loser. I've got to act a bit. And because look at them, they're great. But they're living in their head too. Right. They've got all the same insecurities and all as you. So I think that the comedy at its best is saying we're all idiots. Let's just admit it and get on with it. So even when I do the swagger on, that is a bit of a persona, because I've got to have that. I've got to have that faux arrogance. So me falling down is funnier.
Yes.
If I just come out and clown and go, I'm losing, or slipping over, boring. If I come out and go, right, I'm the best thing since sliced bread, and then slip over, that's so much funnier. That's so much funnier in life and in character. And the other thing is, I've got to keep comedians, stand-ups, and certainly British stand-ups, we're jesters, we're court jesters. We're down in the mud with the other peasants laughing at the king, right? We're low status, right? Now, how do I keep low status? Because everyone knows how much we earn now. So I've got to keep, I can't fake it. I can't pretend. I can't go, I was on the bus the other day going to claim a welfare check. You liar, right? So I can't do it like that. So I keep my low status in two ways. One, I show them that it's not all glam. All the silly things I've done, all the mistakes I've made, all the faux pas I've made in Hollywood, all the ways the press have called me an idiot and caught me out. And the other way I do it is I talk about things where they're better off than me. I talk about being fat and old and going to die and going bald and my balls distending, and you know what I mean. So that's how I keep. In a way, I don't think that I keep low status. I try and keep same status.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. I want it to be us against the world.
And are you able
to?
Yeah. Are you able to tap into some of this sort of explanation and theology when you're trying to court folks on the extras to sort of, when they come out and they parody themselves a bit? Like, are you able to sort of make them feel comfortable? Like, we're all idiots. I'm an idiot. Come on and have fun at yourself.
I found that the stars that I approached, right, that was like a day off to them. They wanted to do it. They wanted to go, let me show the world I've got a sense of humor about myself. Because there's so many rumors about these people. They want 12 white kittens in their trailer. They want the trailer to be big. Someone else has to flush the toilet. They want to go, let me show them I'm normal. Let me show them I'm an idiot.
Right.
And some of them made it worse. Some of them went, oh no, do this. I did this once. It's cathartic. It's like a day off for them, you know? I think that's fun. And I've played it, myself a couple of times when I've been the other side of it, like Curb Enthusiasm, where I was thinking, I've got to parody myself here. And it is fun. You do it anyway. If you write yourself apart, you've got to parry, a little bit, and but it's nothing new. It was nothing new. The Muppets used to do it when I was a kid. I used to watch the Muppet Show, and they would have on Big Stars, and they would be the idiot. The Muppets won. The Muppets won over this.
Yeah.
I thought
It's like being interviewed by Jiminy Glick when Marty Short is Jiminy Glick.
Oh my God! I was interviewed by him, and I just.
You can't compete. Like, the worst thing you could do is try to one-up him. It's like, no, just show up.
You can't. Yeah. I just was laughing. I wanted to hug him. I wanted to go, right, I want to say, I wish this was real. I wish you were like this all the time. But I felt that I did a Muppet film, right? And Constantine was the evil Russian frog. And I wished he was real. I wished I could take Constantine. I did all my press stuff with Constantine because it was so good having... Yeah, I like being, the lower status. It's good to play the arrogant idiot who wins, but it's much more fun to. I like it when I'm insulted in fiction. I love I love me being the butt of the joke.
Well, so how about could that possibly be a new angle on whatever sort of filmed entertainment, like scripted entertainment you might be doing next? Because fans like us, like we love the stand-up stuff, but we want more. We want it all. We want what is it going to be? Another show? Is it going to be another movie? Is there anything close to the?
Yeah, there is something that's close to parodying myself that I'm going to get around to one day. I can't
Anything
even tell
you
you.
can talk
I've got
about?
the title, I've got the idea, but I can't even discuss it now because
would be maybe shooting in the next 12 months.
Yeah. Oh, you lot would be roped straight in as my only friends.
We're available.
You're
available.
in it. Yeah. You're in it. But I've just finished a thing called Nearly. It's like 2 years and it still isn't quite finished, and it won't be out till the end of next year. Doesn't animation take a long time?
Yeah, that's incredible.
But it's a 6-part thing it's called Alley Cats, and we're a group of sort of feral cats living in a disused basement, and we watch TV and go out and cause havoc. And it's a lot of it is improv as well. There's storylines, but they're the sort of the meanest, sweariest cats in the world, but they're losers as well. They're the bottom of the pile. It's all about sort of like survival, and it is all about that thing that when you're the bottom of the pile, and you can be angry, you can lash out because there's a reason.
Right, you get away with a lot because you're not. There's nothing perfect about you.
Yeah, I think that's funny, isn't it? Because that's one of the big differences between sort of drama and comedy. The lead in a comedy is a putz, whereas the lead in a drama is perfect. He can't slip. He can't hit his head.
Good point.
That's a great point. He can get shot, but then he's got to go, it's just a flesh wound.
Right.
I can't do the voice. Will, do the Butch voice, will you?
Do the Butch voice.
Do that Butch voice you learned when you got your...
When my balls dropped? Hey, listen. Hey, Rick. Rick, listen. When this summer, when you were doing The Office, which is it's kind of to Jason's earlier point, it is a great acting triumph, that series for you, playing David Brent. And I'm sure you got asked him fucking million times, and I'm sorry.
They all are. He never sucks.
No, I know.
Yeah.
And did you, how much of that was, and then when you were first making that, of course, it's kind of like, they made the internet without the internet. You know what I mean? You made The Office with no reaction. You made it in a vacuum. That first season, there was no reaction. So you're doing it. Did you have any idea that what you were doing was special
Or working?
I knew it was different.
You did know it was different. And,
Did you think it was going to
And were you guys improvising? Were you improvising a lot?
No, I was the only one that really improvised at all, and I did that at the beginning and the end of the scenes, or just to make the actors think a little bit and make it real, or do something different to make them laugh, or whatever, or just something
Put them on their
new.
back foot.
But it was, I'd say it was 99% scripted. And what we found, and I've always found this actually,
But the behavior was improvised, though. Do you know what I mean?
Sort of, I did want to be an actor's medium. I remember saying sometimes the DOP might go, oh, it'd be good if he came in and sit there. I'd go, no, I said, come in and sit where you would. And I said, we'll film it. It's like wildlife. But we had to stage it a bit because they had to be,
of course,
because we didn't cheat. So, some documentaries.
But you wanted cameras to react, right?
It's one camera. So if someone went through a door, we wouldn't cut to a camera there waiting for them. We'd follow them through the door. So it was all possible. So we probably cheated less than real documentaries in a way, which was a bit of naivety, but I think it came across. But we had to find people who got it, just that they had to say these things. And I do remember that, we were meticulous. No, do it like this. No, because it's got, we saw the whole picture. So we would make them, there were sort of multiple takes for them to get it, how we wanted it. Did
you find that the cast bought into it early on, or did it take some convincing? Because they didn't have the reaction from the audience either,
No. I think, it was finding them. It was once we'd done this sort, because it's the first thing I did, and I sort of cast it with someone in my mind. Like I had these characters. Like Gareth was based on a kid I went to school with, right? When I was like 14, 15. Right? And he was in the Territorial Army and he spoke like that, right? And he said, this is a true quote of this guy. I won't say his name. He said, when you're captured by cannibals, right? And you're in the pot and they're cooking you, they show you pornographic pictures so you get an erection and there's more meat. And, right? And so, and he'd say, and once, right, I did this in my stand-up. As a joke, I was talking to him once and I told him, when we were a little bit older, I told him that, I said, if you get a crab drunk, it walks forwards. Right? And he came back off holiday, right? He's been on holiday with his parents. And he said, you're talking shit, Gervais. I did it to a crab in my beer and it just walked sideways still. Right? So this was the sort of... So Gareth was based on him. And he was quite
How did you find that incredible actor that could hit that tone without any winking at all? He was just... What was that?
But what
actor's
made
name?
it even better... was this guy was quite a sporty guy. He played cricket, football, he was big. And I was looking for this guy. I was looking for a guy who came in and talked about killing a man and all this. Yeah. And then when Mackenzie Crook walked through and he's about 7 stone and looks like a baby bird, it was even funnier. Because suddenly him talking about, I could kill a man. Yeah, if I was in the jungle. You think, no, you couldn't. You definitely couldn't survive. You'd be eaten by a lizard. Immediately. So
good.
There's surprises but we cast and cast and cast. And I remember it was like, 2000. And in England at that time, you either got these people who talked like that, it was like, they were like that, they were sort of like, this and that and that. Or they wore bonnets and spoke like the royal family.
Yeah,
there was no one who acted in between. And comedy was sort of quite heightened. Everyone still talked funnily like that. Right. So you had to tone it down. And once we found the people that could do that, they could do anything. They could just do it. They could just act naturally and do,
Did you have success? I mean, I love the American Office as well, but my as far as I'm concerned, can't touch what you guys did in England. Were you able to have at least the amount of success comedically tone-wise with the other international iterations of the show? Because you've done it, 16 times, did I read, around the world?
I think, I usually, on all the others, I okayed it. I'd see a rough thing. I'd see they'd cast a fat 50-year-old as Brent. And I thought, they're doing it right. And I often watch the first pilot. Some of I haven't seen a minute of them. I've seen clips. But and they have to make it. There was a funny one. There was a French one, and when Tim puts Gareth's stapler in jelly.
Yeah.
In France they put it in a big cheese. It's that easy. How do we translate this? Well, we like cheese.
Right.
Let's put it in cheese.
I thought you were going to say they went on strike in the pilot and then they just came back episode 4.
Right, we're doing satire now.
And listen, man, we're having fun.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
And back to the show.
What a great success, though. I'm sure you felt like you were in such a vacuum there in England, and you're doing only 6 episodes a year, but then it takes off. And
Well, we got that. I was a big fan of Fawlty Towers. That was the first time that I saw like this is so perfect.
Yeah.
And they honed the script. Often British sitcoms were written by people banging out on a typewriter over the weekend, and they do loads. And this was like 12 episodes, so perfectly, like possibly the most perfect farce ever committed to TV. Fawlty Towers. Mm-hmm. I thought that's what we do. We do it. We this is boutique. This is
But that was a sitcom, right? Shot proscenium style, right? Multiple cameras, audience, studio audience. You did the opposite of that in that it was single camera, very quiet. There was a lot of humor in the discomfort of silence and awkward beats.
Well, I stole that from Spinal Tap. Anything you say that I invented, I'll tell you where I stole it. Okay.
Well, we all do. All of us.
Yeah, come
All
on.
of us. Yeah, my God.
We were inspired. Jason and I were inspired when we were just shooting Arrested Development in the first season, and we
watched your show
We watched your
religiously.
show, and we were crazy about it. We were like, "Holy shit! Look what these guys are doing!" Like we were fucking blown away.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
really,
truly.
I give you all credit.
I mean,
on that
because as you know, a huge fan of all of yours.
Well, then, like I think we told the story last time you were on. Then it was like you got word to us that you might be interested in actually coming over and doing an episode of our show. And Will, wasn't there like some sort of like ridiculous argument high up at the studio level with them like wondering, should we really buy him a first class ticket to come over? I think like the phrase was, he's not going to put new people in the tent. Like it's not worth the fucking plane ticket to bring him. Remember, like,
Well, they're
us,
right.
like-
They were right.
No, but wasn't there that like ridiculous?
Well, wait,
argument?
no, because he wanted like 12 kittens in his trailer, and he wanted because when Ricky made that point earlier, he was just reading off his own writer, you know.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
No, it was Arrested Development, or Arrested, as Will calls it.
but he always gets me.
Did you just get? I think it was. I think you were voted for like 5 years when it was however long it was on. You were always voted best comedy of all time, weren't you?
The best unwatched show.
Yeah.
Well, and then we got a little bit of awards attention, and we got to stay on a little bit longer. And speaking of awards, we're going to ask you for some advice.
Ricky, going to be blown away by this. You
We've
ready?
got a nice bit of love from your friend.
No, I know you've nominated for a Golden Globe.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think we're going to get up there on stage, maybe present at a minimum.
I
We'll
think
get
you've
up
got
there,
a great chance. I think you've got a great chance because this is really fun. You've got all the big guests. You're huge. It's friendly. You're not Hollywood in that. I mean, but you're very Hollywood. The three of you. I mean, you're three people at the top of their game. I think you've got a very good chance.
Well, but I'm trying to we don't. I just don't want our patter to like. I hope they don't write us some weird patter.
Just
for
say no.
whatever
Whenever,
award.
even when like, Arrested Development wouldn't give me a first class ticket, I was still arrogant. And when I was handing out awards, I said, I'm not doing it with anyone. I'm not going out with someone I've never met doing a bit of shtick. I said, I'm going to come out as me, and I'm just going to do the thing. And they let me do it. And so
the
you
best
can-
thing, like, it's too, is the default is just to read the prompter, like, without any bits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I complained every time I got there. I said something like, I've come a long way for this and I didn't win. I was usually up for an award. I tell you what, I've been nominated now 25 Emmys and I've won 2. Now that is just taking the mickey, isn't it? That is like, get him over here again. Get him over here again. Let him think he's going to win again. Get him over. And at least I thought, oh, you're right. I used to hand out an award at least. I used to get up there somehow.
Your hosting of the Globes, what did you do, 5 or 6 years? It was just priceless. Oh, I wish
Do you
could
watch
just
it, Ricky? Do you watch it at all anymore? The
What?
Globes?
The Globe. I don't think I've ever watched an award ceremony I wasn't at. For a start, the Globes and the Oscars and all those in America, I'm in bed. They're 3 a.m. here.
Right.
So that's out of the question. I sometimes check out the monologue if it's a comedian. You know,
Right.
So I thought, whatever. But no, I don't. I mean, I don't know. It's
you
all
find-
changed. You can't take it seriously. You mustn't take those things seriously.
No, you can't.
You've got
You
to treat it like a night out meeting your friends or a job or
Right.
It's like it's an industry award.
I like meeting all those people, all those fancy folks. It's nice to see people.
The only reason it's on telly is because it's an industry award for really famous people. The teaching awards don't get televised, do they?
Right.
No,
right.
They don't do it for science awards. Really important awards don't
I
get
know.
televised.
And I love they
Right.
put a bunch of booze on the table too. They try to get everybody hammered, so when they go up there, they do something
Well,
entertaining.
that's the great thing about the Golden Globes. That's the good and bad thing about the Golden Globes. The Golden Globes is better to be at, and
Right.
the Emmys is probably better to host because at least they're all in their seats and they're listening, and you can do your. I've never hosted the Emmys because it's too much work and you have to rehearse. But
There's no rehearsal hosting the Globes.
No rehearsal. No, I talk about this in my special, 30th of December.
I came and saw. I saw you in October.
You saw it just before.
Yeah.
I think I filmed it.
Before you
the
filmed it,
Palladium.
and I saw Ricky at the Palladium in London. Chappie and I went over and watched it. It was great. It was brilliant, man. It was.
Oh, thank you.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant. And you talk about it was fun, and the audience was so psyched, and you were really funny talking about like hosting the Globes and what that was like. And,
I talked about some behind the scenes, just like what it was like for me and what happened. And there's a couple of really funny
bits
stories,
there.
but I can't tell you.
Don't do it.
No, because they need to watch the thing.
Was the show that Will went to? Is that the one that you filmed? How do you decide which one to film?
It was the venue and maybe the week, but not the night.
Right.
Because I did 14 shows and I taped 2 of them. I don't think.
How is
Will's-
that traditionally decided? Is it usually you want to film one of the later shows because you're still working on the material?
You want it to be ready. You want it to be ready, and you want it to be as soon as possible while it's still fresh and you're still sort of into it and loving it. So it was within the last sort of like 5 or 6 shows actually. You want it to be a venue that you can do a night before warm up in the same venue, and you want it to be as intimate as you can without it looking.
And you have to wear the same outfit.
Yeah, I was going to
I
say
wear
you
the
have
same
to-
outfit. Well, that's fine. I do that anyway. I could do it tonight. I haven't changed my hairstyle in 22 years, so it's not a problem. That and you do 2 just in case, and usually you make sure you nail it on the first one and make sure you've got everything, and then the second one you just have fun.
You're right.
And in the cold light of day, the first one is always the best.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's more self-indulgent the second one. You're going, I'm having a lovely time. They love it. I'm riffing. Then you get into the studio and go, well, people at home aren't there. So they just want to hear what you had to say clearly. And it's always that first one that wins every time. I even do things on the night that I haven't done before, little things I try out. And because you can always edit it out. So, I film too much and crunch it down. I probably do 70 minutes and it comes out at 65. Just so things didn't hit so much, or 2 jokes about the same thing. I don't go, that sound too much or cruel or whatever. Or something that wasn't ready. I'll go, I won't put that in. I'll work that up. That'll be in the next special. So,
and as far as your material goes, have you found that the sourcing of the ideas that you get has changed over the years? Has the ratio kind of stayed the same as far as like pulling from like family and friends funny ideas and news ideas, and
it's still Hitler, AIDS, masturbation.
In that order.
Classics.
Shitting yourself.
Yeah, they're
classics. Evergreen.
The stuff that got us here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, also that translates as well. So if I work up my show in England, I've done 50 shows in England, and it's all about what was on telly last night, or our Prime Minister, or you have to go about universal subjects. And joking aside, my use of universal subjects are usually things like what it's like, ego, bad days, getting old, or so I try to be more timeless than topical.
Right. So this one called Mortality, is that the theme of the whole thing? Is sort of mortality
again, it's a jump off. It is about me getting old and grumpy and getting annoyed at stuff more and more. It's quite classic. Everyone goes through the phases of their life.
Sure.
I think it is about. It's not zeitgeisty, but it is clearly about now.
Yeah.
But I hope it lasts.
But I will say, Ricky, that's one of the things, again, about sort of The Office and your stand-up, which is, and you just said, I was about to jump in and say that it's not zeitgeisty, and that's what gives it. All those best comedies aren't, because they do have that evergreen theme. It is about these characters who are flawed, the relationships between people, certainly, and the dynamics of the office between the different things. I mean, that is just as relevant today as it was 25 years ago.
Well, I think so. I think if you go classic, sometimes I even go retro. But like this project I'm working on now, Alley Cats, it's like 2D retro. I want it to be Hanna-Barbera mixed with sort of 60s Disney.
Yeah.
So if you look at it in 20 years, you don't go, oh, what were they thinking of then? It just looks
Classic.
It's already sort of classic. It's already it's already stood the test of time the way it looks, you know.
Yeah.
So I do, I am quite conscious of it sort of being universal and timeless, and because you notice as well, if you suddenly it's going well, but you get to Paris and you go, well, God, I can't do that bit, can't do that bit. They won't know who he is. I can't do it. It's really sort of demoralising.
Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah. And they know they surrendered. You know what I mean? So you don't need to tell. You know what I mean? You don't need to do that joke. You don't have to. You don't have to remind them. You know what I mean?
When did you enter the war? Before or after my dad volunteered in 19?
Trying to think, and boy, it's been funny. I did change my number, so I don't remember getting a thank you. So maybe that got.
Well,
Ricky, if with all of your influence, your access, and credibility, capital, all that stuff, if you could point all of that towards something that is not comedy, not stand-up, not movies or television, something like that, like a documentary or something like that. Well, what would the audience be surprised that you would, if you had to shine a light on something? Would it be like animal rights, like a documentary on animal rights?
well, that's the first one, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think that.
And where'd that come from? Did you have like a pets when you were a little kid?
Yeah. It was always quite important. You know, pets were like, you know, a member of the family. You know, growing up as sort of like just a working class family in England, it was all about the kids and pets. I remember when I was about 15, and my brother, as you know, 26, 27 at the time, he came over with a couple of his kids, right? And the kids came running into the house to my mum, and they went, Nanny, Daddy just punched a man in the face and knocked him over in the park, right? And my mum was like horrified, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Bob comes walking in, and she went, shit, they said you punched a man in the face. And Bob went, yeah, he kicked the dog. And my mum went, oh, fair enough. And that was it. And that was like that was the life lesson. It's like some things are all right. Sometimes violence is justified. No, it was always about, you know, I've always thought animals were unconditionally sort of perfect and beautiful and should be treated well. It's all about it's about empathy, isn't it? Really, and I know you guys are the same. I've never understood animal cruelty, and then the more the older you get, the more you find out. Well, there's so much animal cruelty that you didn't know was going on, and you're sort of like you're cashing in on it without knowing. And so that's why I became vegan as well, because the terrible cruelty in the sort of farm industry, and you know, and I thought, I can't really be saving dogs and eating sheep. And so, you just, you know.
If you had to make a choice between bringing one person back to life, it could be any person, historical figure, family member, whatever it is, or give voice to one animal that is alive right now, like your pet could talk, or you could bring back
really
a person.
good.
What would you pick?
That's really good. Well, it would be, oh my God, they're both pretty irresistible, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's too risky in it bringing someone back, because you might bring back, I'd love to, you might bring back Einstein, and
Right.
he keeps going, it's boring. Yeah, I know, E equals MC squared. I know, I've got it. Shut up. Fuck me, why did I bring...
Yeah, now he's got to catch up.
It's got to be my cat talking, hasn't it? It's got to be my cat
You've just got the
talking.
one pet?
Yeah.
One cat?
What if my cat was really boring?
Oh God!
Or had an attitude? Yeah, just a real
I'm
pain in the
sleeping.
ass.
I know you're sleeping, but we can talk now.
What if your cat just said, this whole time I've been all over you because I'm a sadist. I just want you to fucking kick me. That's what gets me off. I just want to get kicked. And you spend all this time telling people not to kick. And that's the only thing that gets me off is getting kicked.
Obviously, we're going to cut this bit, right? We're definitely going to cut this
Keeping
bit.
this bit, leading with it.
Yeah. That's the opener.
It's the only
God,
thing
no,
that
I'm worried.
gets
I'm not
me
going to sleep
off.
now. I'm not going to sleep now. Oh, God.
Right, so now you got a chatty cat
Yeah.
And all right, I think that's a good decision. What's the cat's name?
She's called
Boy.
Pickle.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, I've had lots of cats. Yeah.
But so if you had to give voice to one, it's going to be Pickle. Clearly.
It's got to be Pickle because your current cat is your favourite, and you probably forget how much you love the other ones, and then you go, oh my god, this is they become a member of the family. You know,
what's the life?
Sean, hang on one second. Sean, what's your dog's name?
Ricky.
Excellent.
Look at that. Yeah.
I've always known that my name should either be a child or a dog. It doesn't really suit
For sure.
a man in his 60s, does it,
Yeah.
Ricky?
Never Richard? Ever?
When he's bad.
No, it was Ricky Dean Gervais. It was apparently, it was a thing, what shows lower class from a name most in America. And the top name to show you were from a lower class was Ricky.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Somebody is having a gag on you. They sent you
Sean, what do you
searching.
think Ricky, your dog, would say if he could talk today?
How do I get out of here?
Yeah.
How about stop curling my hair?
Yeah. Well, I crimp it. I just crimp it. I don't curl it. I crimp it.
Ricky is such a
Nice.
beautiful dog.
Yeah,
And Ricky, you're a beautiful guest.
When's the
And we
special?
thank
When's
you.
the special? What's the
The
date?
special's out.
It's out
It's out now. It's
Yeah,
out
it's
now.
Oh, it's already out of the charts. It's already made number one and failed. This
So
is
it's-
absolutely fucking pointless, this.
Okay, you ready? I'm going to do this. So,
wave.
Ricky, your special came out December 30th. It's already number one across the world.
I don't know how we booked you.
What incredible success, and congrats on all the nominations.
Yeah.
Really
Wow.
great show. Really
Oh, let's
beautiful.
do one just in case. Just say, we got Ricky. Just after your special came out, you had your testicles removed from cancer. Just in case, let's do every scenario.
Yeah, just like wearing them down.
Ballless
Actually, I'm all
Ricky.
right with I'm all right with testicular cancer now. When you're about 50, that you forget about it. It's arsehole. It goes. Don't worry about your testicles, mate. But we've got to check your arse now.
Yeah.
I'm out of the woods. My testicles are safe. They're absolutely safe. Well, there's a fear of them getting trodden on these
Yeah,
days.
safely tucked in your socks. Yeah. We love you and thank you. And
Ricky.
please say hello next time you're out here.
Oh yeah.
know?
Well, I did last time.
I wasn't there. Where was I?
Oh, you weren't this? No, when was that? That was the last time I played the bowl when we all came to Ted's house.
Oh, the
Yeah.
bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
2
that.
years ago.
It was a while ago.
Jeez.
It was a while ago.
I will. I'm
back.
Yeah. You were in England recently, weren't you? You didn't say hi.
I'm not. It's Will that has the sleepovers at your house, not me.
Wow.
I'd love to. I need friends. I don't have any friends. I got these two. Help me out.
I know
That's
you're all
it.
busy. You're all too busy. We're all
I'm
too
gonna do
busy.
it.
I'm
I'm
too
gonna put
old.
it- I'm
I'm
gonna
too
put a
old and
dinner
grumpy and
together.
antisocial, and you're too busy. That's
No,
fair
we'd
enough.
be perfect. I'm just like a cat. I don't talk. I'm sitting.
You know
in the
what?
corner.
You know what, Jason? You know what it's called? It's called making an effort. You make an effort. I go there and I make an effort. I reach out to Ricky and I say, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm busy. I'm going to come see your show." It's called making an effort. Okay, Ricky, thank you so much.
Teach me,
Oh,
Willie.
God.
Teach me.
All right, Pally.
All right. Have a great rest of the day.
Bye.
Thank you. That was absolute a pleasure for me. I hope it was a pleasure for you. And it was.
Thank
I understand
you.
I'm the second guest.
The first.
You are the first,
the
second
Oh,
guest.
sorry,
guest.
first guest to do two. To do
First
Yes.
repeat.
To-
The first
You're the
repeat.
first repeat.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the word I was looking for. I'm getting
Yeah.
Yeah.
tired.
The money's the same though, so don't look for an increase in your check.
I won't.
Wait, is it? It's after 9:30, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
No, so 6:30.
yeah, 6:30. I've only got 2 hours before I think about bedtime.
Dinner time. Say hi to Jane at the dinner
I
table
will.
for us, please.
I'm going up there to eat
Yeah.
now. Thank you.
Yeah, love
right,
to
pal.
Jane. Great to see you.
Cheers,
man.
guys.
Bye.
pal. Thanks,
See you
Ricky.
soon.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
The great
Our first
Ricky
return.
Gervais. Our
Yeah.
first return. And that's
Worth
that's
it,
the
too.
bar. That's the bar.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
You don't get to come back unless you're Ricky Gervais good. You know?
You know, I don't remember him going into so much detail about The Office. It's really cool to hear that. And
I know.
You know, like because you
When's the
don't
last
want
time
to.
you guys saw that? Seriously,
Years
on
and
the
years and
plane
years
a
and
couple
years
weeks
and
ago. I hadn't seen it since we watched it, Willie.
It's been a minute, but
it's
you know
so
what? In
good.
that time, I will say, and really, you know, and I know Ricky was part of it, and credit to Greg Daniels and Mike Schur and all those brilliant people that we love over The Office and all the performers. The American Office was
yeah.
very funny, and I ended up
Fantastic.
watching
Yeah.
the bulk of it during COVID because I missed some, there were gaps in it, and fucking hell, I mean, first of all. Steve Carell was, you know, because Ricky cast such a huge shadow,
Right.
you know, what he did on
I remember thinking like, who is this guy Steve Carell thinking that he can do what Ricky Gervais did? And he made it his own.
he just did it
equally
different. He
as
made it his
good,
own and he
yeah,
drilled it and so good.
unbelievable.
And
And
it's
the
tough.
whole,
Those
whole
are
rest of
big
the
shoes
cast,
to fill.
all of
Everybody.
those characters were so specific, and everyone in the American Office came, made it their own, kicked the door down, and I think inarguably became a bigger success than the British one. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Who
It's like,
knows? But
like you said, it's so hard to
just
write
different.
a part and a tone and a voice of a character and then have an actor match that. Like, what are the
Yeah.
odds of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also love Martin Friedman. I'm such a fan of Martin Friedman's, and he was so good. And I love that show that he did, The Responder. I think I mentioned it before. It's a BBC show set in Liverpool. He plays a cop that came out 2 years ago. He's unbelievable.
Well, you just fire up BritBox and you just start knocking down shows.
Kind of.
Yeah, no, I know.
Are you doing a
love
plug
that.
for the BritBox? I mean, I'll do it. Man.
Do I have BritBox?
No, you have. You are.
Yeah.
Do I guess it's a certain channel. I got to find it.
It's a fun callback. That's a fun callback to Do I Have Tubi? You know.
To be.
Sean, do you have one yet? Are you
Well, I
ready?
was thinking of to buy.
No. It's too much of a reach.
Okay, what about
Sort of by coastal.
well, there's shows. Those are shows. You know, all those shows like The
This is
Office.
gonna be
and stuff,
sloppy.
They're,
I can
they're
feel it
so
sloppy.
good
I
and they're
just-
so rare that they're really hard to come by.
Bye.
Bye.
Smart. Less. Smart. Less.
Smartless is 100% organic and artisanally handcrafted by Rob Armjarv, Bennett Barbaco, and Michael Granteri.
Smart. Less.